Hello, I wanted to show you a video of our Sunray Sport 129 that we have for sale. I'm going to go over the outside and then we'll take a look on the inside. As you can see, we have a manual jack, a propane tank, a battery. The battery does have a outside a cutoff connection, so it won't kill your battery if you're storing it for the winter. We've added a very large storage compartment. It has 4 stabilizer jacks, so not just the jacks on the back, but it does have it on all 4 corners. There's an outside shower. This is pretty cool. There's a sink inside that it just will drain out to the outside, so it's not going into the black tank. And you can connect a hose and a bucket if you wanted to, or it can just drain to the ground since it's only just a little sink that's on the inside. Okay, has a nice window here, and that's for your furnace, I believe. And then this is for hooking up to the 30 amp. It pulls out pretty long. This is your black tank connection there to be able to drain out the tank. We've got a connection for the cable. This has a freshwater connection and right here, and then if you wanted to boondock, of course, you could fill your tank with the water there. This is your hot water heater. It does have very nice tires because it is a sports package, so it's made for off-roading, which is really nice. It has a back storage compartment. We do have to clean that out, but as you can see, it will hold a lot of stuff. It also has this really nice outside kitchen, and the kitchen is really fantastic. It has the sink, a 2-burner stove, great cabinets up top. It has lights here that you can turn on and off. There's 2 lights there. Of course, let's see if I can get the lights to come on. There we go. There's a light. There's a light. I'm gonna cut this off. Another cabinet here. A really good size refrigerator and freezer. And it does work very well. And then, as you can see, this just goes down very easily to close up your kitchen. And we've got some stickers on the back. There's some outside speakers. We really didn't use that much. We just used a portable little, speaker thing. There is a spot here. We never used it, but it's for a TV connection if you wanted to hook up a TV. It does have outside connections there. We've got a manual awning that comes out, and we can show you that. It does work fine. The door's nice. It has a big window there. It came with this one step that pulls out. We actually made an upgrade to that. So we put this 2-step system in. I'm gonna have my husband to put that down. It's really simple, works fantastic, and what a big improvement to have those 2 steps. The legs are adjustable, so if you're on an uneven surface, you can make one leg higher, one leg lower. The door does have a little connection there, so it's not going to just slam into the back of you. All right, we're going to make our way in now, and it has a handle here that you can grab onto to get up. I'm going to just pan around for a second so you can just sort of see the inside, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so some upgrades that we've done inside. We added this TV, and it does swivel some. And he also added this outlet. It has the USB ports, a couple of regular outlets. This is a sink that we were talking about. It just drains to the outside, and there's some nice cabinets in here. another upgrade that we did is we added this shelf in. So when we use it, we actually put our clothes in here and use it as a closet. It does have this nice microwave. It's not convection, it's just a regular microwave, and we have cooked corn, potatoes, and different things in there. Some more storage. You got your fire extinguisher. This is where your pumps and your system for cutting on your water pump, your gas, your lights. You have outside lights and inside lights, and this is the AM/FM radio that works through speakers.
Bluetooth.
It's
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. Yes. Another thing that we did was I'll just show you this door. It does open for, it has a screen door that you can do. So if you wanted to just have it for screen, you got a screen that you can do. But you know, in the morning when you're waking up and you have all the sun just blaring you in the face, we weren't so happy about that. So he added this really wonderful blackout shade, and it's magnetic, and it just folds up and down so easy, and it really does help to keep the sun out. Also helps to keep heat out or heat in, you know, so it's nice insulation. All right, let's get back in here. We did make a little modification on the table. We felt like it wasn't easy to get around the table dinette system too well, so we adjusted it, and so now you can get in very easily all the way around with no problem. We did add those blackout curtains to both of the windows, and it really made a big difference. It has an AC unit that works fantastic, and this is the heater down here. There are a couple of outlets underneath the benches, and of course you've got your CO2 detector and some USB ports. It's a little bit difficult to access those when you're sleeping in bed, and that's why he added this here, which it really works so nice. There is a little bit of extra storage. I'm gonna just move some cushions. A little bit of storage under the sink here, and it was a good place to store the toilet paper, and we've got the manual in there. So now, talking about toilet paper, we'll go ahead and show you the toilet. So the toilet, you just open this cabinet door, and we made a modification because when you would lift it up, it would fall back down because it would hit the way to get out of the exit, emergency exit. It would hit that and fall back on you. So we made a modification to move it, to make it open from the side. So now it just stays in place, and you don't have any trouble trying to hold it up, get your pants down, and all that kind of stuff. All right, so toilet works really nice. It has the foot pedal there, and we have had no trouble. It's been wonderful to have a little toilet in your camper. I'm going to close that back up. I'll put this back down real quick. There will be pictures of the camper made as a bed. I'm not going to do that in this video. I do want to show you, there's also this storage here, and it goes all the way to the back there, and we made another modification on that because it was hard to get to. You would have to, if you couldn't reach it right here where the door opens, you would have to take all of the cushions apart to get to that area. So now we made it where you can simply open it from right here without having to use the back cushion, and that just made a world of difference. Now I'm going to move back. If you thought that, wow, this is plenty of storage, I'm going to show you more. We've got, if you didn't want to move all these cushions, I'll just move a couple out of the way here. I'm going to show you, if you lift up the back, there's even more storage under there. So it makes a big L, and so that's easy to get to as well. Get my seats back together. So I'm going to show you another modification that we made. It's with the cushions. So we did 2 modifications on the cushions. We changed all of the seat cushions to a more dense material, so your butt does not go right to the board. It's so much better. It's very comfortable. The other modification we did is, before when you would sit down, all the cushions would just fall over top of you. So we added these magnet system. So I don't know if you can tell, but it just catches, and it really is not going to move unless you move it. I mean, it just really sticks very nice. The back cushion doesn't have that modification because it stays in place with no problems. We do also have this nice vent fan that opens up, and my goodness, does it let so much air in, and it does have the fan that blows, and so that is really fantastic. There are 2 lights in here that again will turn on with a power switch, or you can just manually mash them on and off. So I'm gonna have my husband to step in real quick so we can hold the camera so I can show you the next set of storage sleeping area. So it's pretty easy. All you have to do is these little hooks go in place. You just unhook it, and this becomes a bed. I think it's for, like, I'm going to say 130 or 40 pound person, so a little person. We've got these cushions, and again, there'll be pictures of it in place. So if you wanted to have a little one to sleep up, it actually will sleep 3 people in this camper. And this is a trifold mattress, so instead of having to sleep on your dinette cushions, this, and we'll have pictures of that as well, sleeps wonderful. So we didn't have any little people that slept with us, so we actually stored these, and we were able to use this area as more storage for us. So, but either way, it's a nice second place for another person to sleep. This is a good full-size bed area. Peter's 6'2", I'm 5'7". We slept here comfortably with no problems. The only other thing, when we got this camper, it did have a few little imperfections from the backs of the cushions because they had put up Velcro. And at the RV place that we bought it from, they took the Velcro off, and when they did, it actually stripped some of the paper off of this pretty wood coloring. And so you don't see, you can't see it unless you had the pillows down, but we didn't like it. So we actually decorated with some stickers just to make it more fun. You know, it's like a surprise. Whenever you go to bed, you see these cool little stickers. So anyway, that was just something we did so that you didn't see the little strips where they had taken the Velcro off. We also added these little decorations. This is pretty, it's not like something that's going to come off, so if you didn't want them, you could take it off if you wanted to. The vinyl floor, it's all one piece. It's easy to clean. This table comes down, and that makes your bed. Again, we'll have pictures of that. I'm not going to show it to you. It does come equipped with the solar, so it does have a solar controller right here, and so well, another USB port. And let's see, it's got the thermostat for the heater that runs on propane. And so this is where you cut your heater on. And of course the air conditioner, it has different levels, and it'll just get you like ice cold in here when you're running it. It's great. We got sorry for all the ladybugs, they're like crazy. So we've got the fire alarm, and of course fire extinguisher, and the CO2 is working underneath, and you can see that that's green. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. We would love to show you this camper. It's been a great little camper for us. And we thank you for your time.